have 3 backline casters. You have to pick someone who goes in at this point in their draft. No, I don't think they can be too picky about it.
Well, I want to circle back to the Dazzle. Firstly, this is the first time we've seen Dazzle in Division 1 for Eastern Europe.
Exactly.
Secondly, it has won a game in SEA Div 1.
And I'm sure it didn't have to do anything.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so this is actually the first time that we're seeing it in Eastern Europe Div 1 for Dazzle.
Right, so you're puking on this Razor, but I'm actually fine with this game.
I mean, it's fine.
It's not offlane.
So
it's not going to be offlane.
You know what? That's a really good point.
It's going to be versus the Timber Saw, and it's going to be a carry.
Okay. I love it. I love Razor carry, actually. I should have amended my picture of 1,000 words to just include offlane, but let's just let it be implied from now on.
That it's the offlane that you have the disdain for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Could always revise your drawing, too.
No, I really like my drawing. It's kind of perfect.
She's just putting in more than 1,000 words into that drawing.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's fine then. This is fine. I do like the Razor now.
And you like it in this matchup a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I see, like, when I look at both lineups, though, I do see, like, a really bad lack of, like, backline jump. Like, TA is going to have to jump in, but she needs her Tiny to get a blink to follow up behind her. Because Dazzle is typically a hero that likes to sit back. Timber can kind of get in there, too, but he's not got, like, a blink or anything, right? And TSpirit have so many squishy heroes that need to be jumped, because, you know, if this Wyvern is allowed to sit back and just chill, like, any initiation TA is going to do is not going to go that well.
I think I do like the axe. I think you sold me on that axe.
I sold you on an axe?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
It looks good.
Yeah.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, and plus it's Collapse is the only player on this planet right now that I would trust to
I
play
was going to
axe.
say, do they ban it out? And they do.
Oh, no.
Darn.
Outsider's last ban is on that axe.
I'm unsold.
Boring.
We're banning GPK heroes. We saw him play a really mean Invoker. I would not be against seeing a Quaswex Invoker. Just something that can really disrupt these fights.
10 seconds.
Quaswex Invoker.
Yeah, also getting, like, if he's able to get a Vessel, it'd be nice against Wyvern.
Their bans kind of indicate to me that Wyvern might be going mid, with Ember being banned and Bat. I feel like Zeus shouldn't have problem versus either of those. But what's good versus Wyvern mid left in the pool? Yeah, I got no idea. I don't play enough mid to, like, have this matchup.
No idea.
Yeah, sorry. Bring out the Storm, the ultra nerfed Storm.
I'll say Ember's gone, Void Spirit's gone, all the spirits are gone.
What are we looking for? What does the hero need?
I mean, they need something active. Like, Tiny could go mid. It's not, like, the best game versus the Wyvern mid.
I want Invoker. Give me. Or Leshrac.
I don't...
Leshrac's
banned. It's banned. Oh, they banned every hero GPK plays.
Yeah.
I'm actually losing it.
Are we looking for
what is
burst
it?
damage? Do you
That's
need a
high
stun?
mobility. Is
Mobility.
Yeah, I mean,
want
they're
mobility.
all
All it
banned.
needs.
I mean, if Storm is playable, we could play. If not, it's time for Huskar. Let's go. We got a Dazzle.
Holy Huskar.
Run it in.
He's not wrong, but then yeah, he's not wrong. Slam it.
I mean, all the, like, bats banned, like, all the Quap. Right? There was one left. I didn't remember every hero that had mobility in the game. Sorry, guys.
It took Outsiders just as long, and they were searching through, and they're like, which mid lane mobility? I'm looking. Oh, there, Quap. And they snag her up. So what's TSpirit looking for? What is their lineup really missing?
I want frontline stun.
They need a stun that can lane versus TA. Dragon Knight?
I was about to
Maz
say
is
that.
always a hero.
It's not good versus TA, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not, but it's a
TK is
frontline
good enough.
stun.
I mean, TK is very good versus TA in lane, because, like, you have the high armor.
That's true, yeah.
And you just right-click her, and she wants to meld you, but you have very high armor. Yeah, it's pretty good. But they're gonna just do 5 ranged heroes, 4 intelligence heroes.
They've got like some color schemes going on for each team, you know? It's kind of quite nice, a little bit of a gradient of blue.
I mean, I will say I don't enjoy playing Enigma versus TA because
it doesn't matter what you think.
That's true.
The only thing that matters is what Lyrical and Trent think.
The only
That's
thing.
right.
Yay!
Hell yeah! Welcome, Trent. I will ask you how you've been these past few days, and if you're liking the color schemes of the two teams, or if there's more to just the pretty colors.
Yeah, wait do you see in game? The cosmetics really upped it too. We got red all over outsiders. You know, they're really taking the dire to heart here, so it's perfect. But it is TSpirit. They are undefeated so far. But like you guys said on the panel, I did like how you pointed out, those games have been close, and now we're fighting for the top of the table, right? If outsiders win this, everyone's 4-1 at the top, which is pretty crazy. So I'm looking forward to see what our results will be.
That could be some insane standings. But Lyrical, how are you liking these? Do you have a team that you want to side with a little bit more?
Dazzle. I just want to do that voice for a really long time. That's just that's all I gotta say. That's it. Dazzle.
All right, I like
Sorry,
it. You know what?
nothing more.
It might not have been insightful, but it was great to listen to. So thank you. Do either of you want to do a voice line reenactment, or do you want to give me predictions? You get one of the two. It has to be one of the two.
Predictions. How about neither?
Don, no, you have to pick one.
I predict Collapse will at one point buy a vessel and kill Timbersaw.
Beautiful. I love that prediction.
That was so good. Well done.
We're going to have to rate those ones in chat, guys. 1 for Sheep and 2 for Lyrical. You guys
3 for both.
Or 3 for both if you liked both and would like to see it
Wow.
again. Or 4 if you just like us to jump straight into game number 2. Game number 1.
There it is. Series number 2 or 3
Four.
or something like that. We've had a lot of games today, man. It's going. How you feeling though? You enjoying the old EU Classic? We haven't got to see that much Dazzle yet. I'm gonna keep doing that all game.
And every time it pops up, I keep thinking, is this it? Is today the day we get Dazzle Core? And once more, I'm disappointed.
The answer is no. Dude, there's so many tips going around. I don't even know what I'm trying to keep track of here in terms of who's tipping who. A lot of tips on outsiders amongst their own team. So some good comms going on there, I would imagine.
Clear comms.
Exactly. He does spot out the ward up there on that high ground. So that's going to be a little bit annoying. We'll see if they can find it.
Alrighty, but in all seriousness, we have another Rubik, which is pretty exciting. Great game over the Sea Dotes, if you guys missed that one. Some spectacular Rubik play. And came up fairly early in this one. A hero that seems to be at least picking up a little bit of steam here today, as wasn't super popular so far, I wouldn't say, especially compared to his past self. I mean, he is still, I believe, the most picked hero in competitive Dota. I might have to check up on that, but he's just been around for so long, and he's always been so relevant that I think he still holds that title.
It's crazy. It's and I think that like into the heroes that we saw here, and I think Fear was talking about the Chakram against Timbersaw, but also Tiny's not bad either. Avalanche with him is super solid and really annoying to deal with, but we'll see how Coda does as well, facing off against him. They do a little bit of the Tada, as I think that is 2 runes apiece, and the dual lane up top seems pretty freaking scary, if I'm gonna be honest. A Dazzle and a TA, it's a lot of right click damage coming out. These Eidolons might not be able to survive through it.
Yeah, it is a lot of physical that you have to contest with up here. And poor little Rubik, 3 armor, 290 move speed. Mira has to be a little bit cautious about positioning, but as you said, it's all about the Eidolons and how you can handle them.
Right. And for so often, it's been like the answer for Eidolons has been just kill them. And that's been nerfed by upping the magic resistance. Guess what doesn't care about magic resistance? Physical damage, or that pure damage that's coming out from the side blades. So there'll be something to watch for Collapse to see how many of those he feeds away. I'm sure that our observer will just, be able to keep track of all that for us and then let us know afterwards.
Yeah, he's got like a little notepad. He wasn't just writing stuff down. So if there's a missed kill, just assume that he's writing stuff down. All right. Thank you. That's good.
And yeah, we'll keep our eyes on that one. Is already Hakoda trading hits and keeping that pressure back. A really annoying hero to deal with in the laning stage. Mid lane though, GPK against Toronto Tokyo, the classic GPK Queen of Pain.
Yeah, being the counter pick to the Razor. Used to be the absolute go-to when Razor was a little less popular and didn't flex around the map at all. It used to almost always be Razor in the mid lane, and every single time, if they didn't ban the Queen of Pain, the other team picked Queen of Pain. It just, that's the way it was, that's the way it always has been, the way it always will be, I guess, in Dota 2. So even if they're not laning versus each other, we do get a little classic taste here. And Queen of Pain, just a hero we don't see very often anymore. Sort of outclassed by a lot of the spirits as teams have moved into wanting that playmaker in the mid lane, and Queen of Pain can suffer in that regard since she's mostly just a crazy amount of damage.
Do you see what's going on here? They made a fourth lane.
Pretty good. Yeah.
What the hell? So I guess that was a pull back behind the tower that then either Miposhka or Yemich met up with the other one. And first blood up top, not what we were anticipating. Collapse. Split his Eidolons well and got the kill with the Malefice. That one is really rough.
Malphus plus telekinesis with Eidolons just swinging, huh? Get the big old damage. That is painful. I mean, it is like level 1 TA, so she doesn't really have any options. That is a good pressure with the level 2 that they had. As you said, just like the second you get Malphus, just go. So kind of caught the Outsiders off guard there.
Yeah, and I guess that is the other issues. We see Mira there just getting rooted by the ensnare creep. But that is something else to sort of consider, is that if you manage to get off to like a decent start, and particularly denying now the XP, you're going to hit level 2 first. So well played by Spirit, and now Collapse has the urn.
That was nice. Down bottom of the just barely got the range on that Splinter Blast off the Mud Golem for the kill. Speeding things up for the team there, so. First death for Yamich, 2 kills to 0.
Yeah. And DM will pull up a double wave there as they're keeping that pressure onto Ramses and making his life pretty uncomfortable for the moment. As does still only have level 2 on both of them. Level 3 now for Collapse. These Eidolons hitting a little bit harder. They got to be really careful. If you give up urn charges now, this lane starts to become completely unplayable. As it is, it's kind of on a knife's edge already.
Yes, you're going to lead to Fear's prediction of the Spirit Vessel kill on a Timbersaw.
Right.
It's going to, you know, if you die up top, that's your charge who's going to kill DM later on. It's kind of on you at that point.
Well, trying to stay alive here and sort of keep back a little bit from the pressure. And you can see that Hakoda wanted to go and get a pull, but the camp was blocked out. So did go for the D ward, and afterwards, Eidolons are going to split again and push back Hakoda another time.
How about Yamich
this top lane is rough.
Yeah, I know. I'm just watching Yamich, honestly, this whole game. He's just like, he's still level 1. He's just been running around next to Miposhka most of the game. He's going to secure the bottom water rune here. If GPK wants to come to it. He still has toss, so we're just going to ignore Ramses dying again because they're tossing Miposhka into the tower.
Might go down here. A couple more hits. Oh, gets to deny the water rune first, but they do manage to find that kill. And on the other side, you can see that Hakoda will just deny himself. So they take down TA again. Dude, this top lane is a disaster.
Well, you know, they traded for Mira, and then Hakoda killed himself into the neutrals before Collapse could get the kill. So at least there's that, right? Some moral victory up there. Well, mental victory. Not really a moral victory unless they're like suddenly evil on TSpirit or something. I'm not sure about that. But anyway. Morale victory. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, English.
You know, it's only our second language. It's fine.
Yeah,
right?
even,
no, it's not.
You guys know I'm French, right? Yeah.
Collapse, toss back in. Can they get him? They turn. Ramses getting healed up, but the Malefice and the urn charges might be enough to bring him down. No more refraction rather. Finally gets barely survived there.
It's tough.
Dang, man.
I understand, but don't worry, I'm there with you. I got you.
I don't even have the excuse of being French.
Wow. I thought you had the Spanish on lock, you know?
There you go.
You get that, I'll get the French. It'll all be fine.
Speak a little bit at least.
Oh, mon dieu. DM I got nothing. It's much
que bueno. Level 6 on GPK and also Toronto, Tokyo. Yeah, we got it, man.
Yeah. So, okay. So who does stuff on Outsiders is a bit of a question, right? Because, like, sometimes you wind up with this position for Tiny in a draft. I believe it happened earlier, actually, in one of the C games when I was watching, where they kind of need Tiny's Blink Daggers. DM gets zapped. They really needed the Blink on Tiny to start doing stuff. And Yamich will not be getting a Blink for an extremely long time this game. Like, they're going to throw him in the dead lane for, like, 4 minutes or something. From, like,
Ramses
13 to 17 minutes. Can they relax? Ramsey, can you stop dying? Like, I'm trying to make points about your draft here, okay?
I mean, he's letting us know it's not going great. Mira won't be able to sneak that rune away. Might go down to Hakoda here, though. The 2 points in the poison touch, and the chase down will be enough to kill him off, along with GPK coming in. Yeah, Scream done.
Yeah,
but
he
yeah,
was waiting for
nothing.
Toss to try the TP, but
Yeah, Mitch, it's going to be a while for him, definitely.
But at that point, you're kind of relying heavily on DM to buy you a lot of space in this game. And unfortunately, he is the lowest of the cores. Now, mind you, he's not level 6 yet, which is where like Timber can actually start threatening a lot in terms of like trying to get his own space on the lane. And it makes it easier for supports to rotate to him too, because you get one disable and the chakra damage can just be pretty brutal. So maybe chakra will be enough to actually get these kills. I worry that they're going to be being very static on the side of outsiders. Whereas I think that it should be a lot easier for a TSpirit to just like smoke up and go and do stuff. You got Rubik, you got Wyvern, you know, you got Zeus ulti.
Yeah, and Razor is actually kind of having a pretty good game here as well. So he can sort of stand in the lane alone, hold on to it.
All right.
If they
but
need
is
to
it
on
that
Yadro.
good of a game, Lyrical? Did you look at his items? Is it that good of a game?
I'm down for it. Why not? Who doesn't
You
love
like,
a Midas?
you like the golden glove?
Oh, especially if he can get kills without a DM. Trying to get out of there, but Yadro right on top of him. Slow and steady beat down. Not quite enough for the kill. Zeus ulti 15 seconds away.
Zeus, hurry.
Oh, unfortunate. No chance for the kill there. Yeah, he's going to be able to heal through it.
Yeah, he needed to bind that once the Zeus gets picked on your team, I think.
Oh, yeah. Ramses might die up top again. Collapse has the urn charge, Malefice, and then also Black Hole. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Everybody knew that was happening.
I think Ramses knew that was happening. He's just like, yeah, they're gonna kill me. Can you guys go do something bottom? I'm just gonna try and get as many of these creeps as I can before they kill me. All right, Midas Razor.
Running. Trying to get out. Yep, moving in. The chakra. Sonic Wave. Everything dropped down for that kill. Well, it is 1-4 in terms of carry deaths, but a much needed one there, taking out the Razor. Oh my God, they killed his courier too. It's been a rough one for old Ramses here, but he's going to be able to play catch up eventually with these ancients as they do deward the blocked up camp.
Worthy tribute.
Now look at this. Comes on over to try and steal it, but Yadro trying to force them back a bit. Don't feel comfortable though. I guess GPK is still just a little bit too strong to really come and contest in that area.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
9.5 minutes now, and TSpirit looking pretty good at this point. While Collapse is pressuring the top side of the map, you can see that Outsiders, after getting some good damage onto the bottom tier 1, they're instead just playing in the jungle. They're not trying to close this one out yet on that tower.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, Voshka's kind of a free kill down there. I feel like he needs to do the fly T. Oh, he actually doesn't have a TP, huh? All right, well, Voshka, good luck, bud. Oh no! Oh, the hunt begins.
Yeah, they knew this was coming. He'll buy a little bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't dedicated. I don't know if there was. Oh, okay. Yamich thought like, okay, he's definitely gonna go to the right because like he doesn't have a TP, so he's gonna hide over here. So I'll go look there, but he actually went left. Don't get spotted now though. Uh-oh.
He's hiding.
Oh man, that. The vision.
That
It's so
tree
close.
it's very
that tree
wide.
is saving him right now. Yeah, it's a thick tree.
Oh my God. He does have a tome coming out right now too. So Curse is a little, if it was faster, he might have been able to try and set up here.
That vision line was so close when he went by there. Wow, I cannot believe he survived. Unfortunately, he didn't leech that much XP, but you know, every little bit counts when you're not getting the tome. He just got the tome. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. You might have been able to set something up there if they were waiting a little bit longer. And Mira already having 6 means that, you know, both supports kind of online now.
Yeah, and you can't really go wrong stealing from Queen of Pain. I mean, sure, getting Dagger is like a little bit lame, but, you know, Blink or Scream or Ulti, you're going to be very happy. Voshka, not very happy. Has the Curse.
He was hoping to get a TP in, but without any extra duration on there, it's just going to die.
Yeah. Definitely something that, I don't know, personally, I've seen the Wyvern players that, Wyvern's becoming more popular thanks to people trying to like, play a mid, play a core and stuff. If you only stun one person with nothing attacking them, it's only 2.5 seconds. It is a reduced duration. You lose a full 2 seconds on that curse just at level 1. So make sure you're getting multiple enemies.
Well, mid lane is where people might be going next. You see Miposhka come back in. Avalanche connect onto both of them. GPK will manage to blink out of there before the danger comes on in. And it's going to be a rune spawning up top. So that's DD there. Claim for Toronto Tokyo. I'm kind of waiting to see if Collapse wants to make a move with this Spirit Vessel to kill the Timber. But he's waiting all the way for Blink, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he's pretty happy with just like the general area he's farming up. He's like Beastmaster Dodo right now.
Yeah.
Hanging out, getting some golds. He's got a Midas Razor, you know.
That's fair.
Mira's holding the dead lane. I would say that this has gone very well for outsiders. Like, not that TSpirit are necessarily, you know, wasting time by farming up like this, but I do think outsiders are probably a little relieved, considering with how some of their heroes started, that they sort of needed this breathing room. Particularly Ramses, of course. He's really showing the prowess of Templar Assassin's farming capabilities to be the top hero on the team despite having died 4 times, and also above everyone on TSpirit except for the Enigma.
It's what they need from him. Definitely is to play a little bit of that catch up now. Do they catch Hakoda here? Miposhka does have a Winter's Curse, but that again reduced duration, not going to set up for anything there. So splitting up the map, continuing to let Mira farm down here bottom is super nice for TSpirit, and we'll just have to wait to see if with these Blink daggers coming out soon they try and make a move. Collapse now, a couple hundred gold away from it.
How does Yamich get Blink right now? That would be my question.
He gets 1,300 more gold, I think. That's the way.
Oh, is that how you do it? Yeah, okay. Because, like, they've had Hakoda up top of the lane trying to farm up a Force Staff, trying to, like, buy a little space away from, like, just the Wyvern. And because the initiation overall is kind of weak until they have Blink, so maybe Force Staff's enough to save you. Mind you, that Blink's also about to be there for Collapse. So this is where Yamich wants to be. He wants to be up top farming here, but I think he's scared he's just going to die.
I think he's right about that if he's not careful. Dude needs to be on the edge.
One creep.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that feels bad. He's got a keen optic, though, right? He's ready. He needs a Blink dagger.
Yeah. This is why Earthshaker doesn't work right now. Because this is exactly what Earthshaker tries to do from like 13 to 17 minutes when you play position 4. But at least Tiny has so many more capabilities before the Blink dagger with Ava and Toss and like tossing into towers and stuff. And like Fisher needs a lot of help to get kills for an Earthshaker. And then you're even more reliant on the Blink dagger than a Tiny is. So kind of understandable why you don't get to see the glorious hero himself. You know, yeah, but you can't miss last hits. Come on, buddy.
I mean,
oh no,
this
he
is
missed
what's
2.
like,
No. Oh god.
He missed
Don't
another
look,
one.
Yosin. Look, go away, quick. Yeah, we can't.
Are scanning.
And I mean, compare this to what Mira's been able to do, right? Like stealing this Timber Chain, and he's just staying down bottom. They're going to try and hunt him here. Hakoda, they find him. GPK with the Orchid. TP out. Sonic Wave, it's enough. So they do manage to take down Mira, but not before you like finish his Aether Lens, pretty much.
Yeah, and I think that was a like, you won't do it, you know? Go ahead and ult me if you want. That's a 2-minute cooldown, and now my team's going to come fight you, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're smoking up with the Blink dagger on the Enigma. And now that that's gone...
Oh, goodbye,
Ramses.
Ramses.
This black hole is not easy for them, by the way.
Goodbye, Ramses.
Well,
wait, what? Oh, the Orchid!
Yeah.
Oh, that part's a little easier. I still get the kill.
Yeah.
Hakoda, slowed down. And Yadaro right on top of them. They have a way to break that TP. And will eventually bring down the Dazzle. So 2 quick kills. Not bad.
He didn't let me finish my sentence, but I was going to say, except the Orchid, you see.
Yeah, right.
He just showed up. And then,
Avalanche. Toss. Dead on Yadaro.
Oh, buddy.
So they make
That's
the
Blink
move.
gold right there.
That's important. Very, very good. I mean, they still managed to get the kill that they wanted. And now, dude, this Orchid is putting in so much work. Although Toronto Tokyo, he punches very hard. Not hard enough Do they have a way to kill off GPK? I don't think so. Collapse now also in trouble, but the winner's curse. Maposhka hoping to make something happen here. Avalanche barely off the mark. Blink away from Collapse. He gets up to the north and is able to escape.
His brain is so big. All right. Well, first off, I'll let you watch Maposhka die because he's dying in the triangle. I mean, sorry. Almost watched. He gets hunted down with the DD. All right. So when he was running there, he microed his Eidolons into the Roche pit. Otherwise, he was going to get tossed on and get his blink canceled from his own Eidolons. And I would have been in like such a panic mode. Is that Enigma? There's no way I'm doing that. Like, if anything, you're trying to body block, right? Versus most heroes, that's what you do with the Eidolons. But he had that foresight of just like, oh, right, Tiny.
You know, oh, that's so good, actually, to survive. And now he gets some Eidolons out on the map while he's up here before he even TP's out.
And he definitely won't die, right?
No, not going to happen.
That would be ridiculous. GBK not going to hunt him. All right, he's good.
At the same time, it is in the brand like macro sense. This Orchid paying off in such huge fashion. They get the Aegis on the TA, now a 3,000 gold lead. But TSpirit, you know, they need to sort of come up with some answers to this one. I mean, obviously, like the BKBs are going to be a big thing that they look for.
Kind of for both sides, too. I think that TSpirit are sort of just going to do their typical thing where they look like they're losing and then they just win.
Right.
You know, they started early with this Midas on the Razor, where they're just like comfortable going late. They want to keep things sort of even. They know they have the end-all be-all of the Enigma later on into this game too. They don't have any way to cancel the BKB Black Hole either until there's like Meld Hit Bash, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty sick.
You also see this like spam of the waves that Mira has with Chakram ready and then also a Fade Bolt. I mean, he could maybe even just kill Yemich here if he's not careful. Or maybe instead it's going to be Mira that goes down. It throws out the Avalanche. TP's out. Doesn't manage to make the escape. It was close.
I mean, you get a TP when you die anyway, right? So you might as well these days as support.
Fair. Jump away. Toronto, Tokyo. Looking fine.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But
attack.
tier 1 tower, not so much. Outsiders wanting to hit a really strong timing here, and they're doing it.
This puts so much pressure on TSpirit on like the tier 2 defenses. I mean, they have a Wyvern and they have an Enigma, so it is kind of frightening for outsiders. They do need to be cautious, particularly when they don't have the Aegis, because you really don't want to just get blown up from a single counter initiation play, which is very, very likely. But their high ground is pretty solid, right? They can kind of like hang back a little bit, and if they try and poke Ramses when he's taking towers, you always have to worry about like a blink toss play, and then you have to account for the grave.
Toss back. They find him. Yadaro gets eviscerated as Ramses finds another pickoff here. Tries to TP out. Yemich. Nothing off cooldown. Manages to escape.
Back to pushing the waves. Did finish the BKB at the very least before he died. He bought the recipes, so that did combine when he got back home. So he didn't lose out on too much as the Razor. Just the time spent being dead right now. So now, all right, this is where Dota gets into a bit of a funny situation, I would say. Because for outsiders, like, after this Aegis, I think there's pretty much no point pushing an objective till the next Aegis. Like, I wouldn't even... maybe I'll approach a tier 2 if we smoke and get a kill or something behind the towers. But the fights and the towers themselves are going to be the opportunities for TSpirit to get back in this game, you know?
Right.
And so you have to sort of temper yourself and be like, guys, aggression is a problem, all right? Like, we can't throw this game. Just keep farming. We're ahead. You know, just play defensive, play reactive. And then I think they'll be okay. But that can be really hard when you're winning a game of Dota. I think we all know that. You all know when you're not supposed to go high ground, but you do it anyway.
That's a tough one. I mean, that's going to be the thing to watch for here is like in the next couple of minutes, when this Aegis expires in particular, things could start to get pretty scary. They're smoked up now with the Quap and the Tiny, and they're actually running into the area where Maposhka is already set up. We'll see if they find him here. Now it's going to be a blink back towards mid. They call off the charge in their own jungle.
they got the read, and this will be great for them too because I think they still have like what 50 seconds. They could push this tier 2 bottom.
Radiant's middle tower
This is actually the tier 2 in the mid lane also taking quite a bit of damage, so they can do a little bit of a double push here. And TSpirit maybe just thinking a trade is fine, a little 2-for-1.
Right.
Dire's structures are
Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, it's really hard to fight into this lineup with another, how long now on the Aegis? I guess only 30 seconds. But no, it looks like they are sort of committed to sitting behind Yadoro and saying, come back and deal with us. They're glyphing the wave to kill off the catapult towards mid. And they're getting some good pressure on. So a tier 2 tower trade for at least one.
Middle tower is under attack.
See what TSpirit's call is here. Mid goes down, and it looks like bottom is also gonna drop.
I
So
actually
2
think
for
this was
1.
kind of good for TSpirit. It was a pretty legit play, I think. Like, again, you do not want to fight in that Aegis. I don't think that benefits you at all. This at least gets you some space, lets you perhaps find some lingering vision that you can leave here that won't get dewarded. They go for a bit of a sneakier ward down by the camp there, as you can see on the right-hand side. Something that's a little less likely to get dewarded and might lead to an opportunity later on, as you do need to find one of those kills. And my only disappointment is, when is Toronto Tokyo going to get an Aghanims? Because right now he's playing that more like close-in build with the Kaya Sanj, which is pretty cool and stuff, and lets you abuse the shard a bit more because you get off more right clicks, which is pretty hype. But the eggs, I feel like, it's just like where you turn a game around for Zeus these days.
That's true. I mean, we have definitely seen that become like so impactful, even just for breaking TPs and stuff, considering they don't have that many like stuns on their lineup. But for now, I guess prioritizing some of that survivability is queuing up the Aghanim Scepter, or excuse me, the Yule Scepter. So that might be what he finishes off first beforehand. We'll see. Thunder God's Wrath scouts out the smoke, sees where everybody is.
Maposhka still choosing to sit up here, though. Is he going to just pop the smoke and try and fly away?
Yeah,
a little unnecessary. Is he just like, if I move, I'm dead?
Hello.
Oh my God,
Goodbye. Oh my God, dude, the jukes. Maposhka, what a god. Oh, sick.
Why though?
Because he can.
Why is he flexing so hard? It's like, I have an Aegis, right? I want a TI. I don't know if you heard.
Oh. Next, Roche is likely going to be that next point of big contention. We're going to see Enigma by that time should have the full BKB completed. Just 200 gold away from finishing off that recipe now. And another big power spike will be coming in with the Heaven's Halberd completed for Yadoro. This is going to be a really good answer for the TA, who won't have the BKB yet.
Don't mind if I do.
Ooh, how good's our shard gonna be though? Pretty damn good, huh? Like, Rubik has no answer to the silence from the Templar Assassin. Zeus before the Yules could get in trouble from that as well.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Wyvern. Yeah, so that could really throw off their team fight. Like, these little traps, like right now they're running over, Yeah. That is something that, when you're casting and you're observing a game, you don't really see. But, like, right now, these traps are just spotting everything. They saw all 3 heroes. They have a big range that they spot around them. It's huge.
Yeah.
All right, so they know that they're all up in the triangle right now. They've seen 4 heroes standing up here.
I believe
and
they
maybe
spotted
Tokyo
that.
not zapping enough. Not thinking about these right now.
Smoke up afterwards, and we're seeing Yemich maintaining the role that the Wyvern did previously as well. So this is going to be an interesting one to watch, because they have Thunder God's Wrath back up in 10 seconds. So if they get that off to start, as soon as smoke breaks on Yemich, he'll die since he doesn't have a blink to get out afterwards. But there's not really that other target. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
true. It's
Especially
a relatively long
late
spawn.
Roche. Yeah.
Well, we'll watch and see. What do you think about this Timber Saw rushing the pipe first, by the way, having that one done already?
I'm a pipe believer. Item's very good.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's just because there's Zeus. Like, it's just so ridiculous how beneficial it is. And Midnight Pulse being magical too. It's pretty huge.
Yeah. A Razor plasma field even pretty annoying. And it can be an interesting one. We'll see how it goes. GPK, BKB done, going into the Sanj and Kaya himself. Looks like Hakoda's going in for that Glimmer Cape, and of course BKB for Ramses eventually. But the big be-all end-all in these ones is going to be that collapsed black hole with the BKB ready to go.
Oh, he's going for the shard too.
Nice.
Possibly the most annoying shard to play against. I think it might be more annoying than Wind Rangers. Like just the whole movement thing. Both of them so frustrating in that regard. But the black hole one, it feels like when it's going, like you can't even turn. Like I'm concerned if I'm gonna get my spell off. Sometimes I'll like have something to cancel the black hole, and I'm like, if I start turning here, am I gonna get pulled into this vortex in that time frame?
Yeah. No,
Gotta get those spider legs.
It's super annoying. I hate it. All right. Well, a 9K gold lead has been built up by Outsiders over the last couple of minutes. It's just been all their game after that Aegis. And we will see if they go right on in and try and finish the smoke, or if it's going to be a dodge out for a little bit.
If I had to put odds on this, right now we got Dota Plus giving the old 20-80.
Really?
20% for TeamSpirit. I think that's pretty fair. They do need to execute. Like, theoretically, this should be easier for Outsiders, but going high ground against this lineup, again, is very scary. Particularly, I'll tell you what, if the game is, like, still a 10K-ish difference when the Agnums comes out for Toronto Tokyo, then I'll be a TeamSpirit believer.
Okay. All right. I dig it.
That's pretty good.
What,
also,
you said the
Ramsey
Agnum
still doesn't have a
Scepter
BKB, and he might not have it for the Roche fight. That could be impactful.
That's true. Definitely. I mean, even if you do have it, like, to a certain extent, I mean, you're still just going to kind of get wrecked by Black Hole anyways. Although they don't, like, I don't know. The right-click damage is a little bit weird. I guess even potentially, if Ramses gets Black Hold and he has Refraction BKB up, they might not even be able to burn through, like, all the Refraction instances. You know what I mean? Like,
well, the problem is, you're always going to be stacking with the curse, usually.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, it's kind of like when you're playing Wyvern or something, or Enigma, and you have the Tide on your team, and you just get a follow-up after Ravage, and it makes your hero so much better. They just did they forget they were smoked?
I am not sure. That was not the way to do it. Uh-oh. Well, a quick blink away, and suddenly all these movements are just countered. They're up on the top lane with 5 heroes, and there's no tower to take even. Meanwhile, look at Outsiders. This split across the whole map. They're just outplaying TeamSpirit right now.
Yeah, taking advantage of how they're forcing TeamSpirit to play. TeamSpirit know they need the one big team fight, and Outsiders are just like, single pickoffs don't really matter until it's an actual Roche timing. Now, mind you, they have to at least be aware of that at the moment, since the Roche could be coming up any second. So they have to be thinking like, okay, guys, don't get picked off. So I don't want to give up this Roche. It's not like this game's like kind of even, and then they farm up to the Zeus eggs and we lose. Because that's a very real scenario that can happen. If you are Outsiders, let's check their vision again here. They still have those CA traps in the Ancients, which is absolutely massive.
Yeah.
Need a sentry here, guys, because that's where you're going to want to be playing for this Roche. And, like, they just saw the Enigma go up and around there, too.
Dire's middle tower
So,
is under
you just
attack.
need vision around the pit right now for your Outsiders.
DM steps forward, and that trap scouts out. Hey, there was vision there as well. Trap on the high ground, sentry ward to boot. They have great vision still around this pit.
Hakoda wants to do a loop-de-loop and take over the Radiant Agents. He wants to smoke and run all the way around.
Dire's
Up to the
top
H. I don't know.
tower
We'll
is
see,
under
though.
attack.
He drew it on the map, but the team's not quite in the right position for it.
The benefit is that they've already taken that tier 2 mid, so they have so much more like free room to run around here. And yeah, they're taking over high ground. Mira caught. Ghost Scepter tries to live in some trouble. Chakram's gonna come back out, and the soul burn is enough to kill the Rubik. And now, I mean, 17 seconds till Roche is up. They got to be super careful here. Dude, they just run up on him? Outsiders walk forward. Maposhka caught. They get the Orchid. Avatos collapse. Going for the black hole. Connects onto one, but Ramses just kills them in the duration of it. Oh, no. Now the chase, Yadaro. Trying to survive through this, but another Avatos, and Outsiders just spank TeamSpirit.
I love that Yamich was just holding these obs, and this is a big part of Templar Assassin that you don't really talk about, but And they're gonna, no stuns left. So basically what happened was that because they had these sweet traps around and they were able to maneuver themselves in these positions, Yamish was just holding wards, right? So like they actually scan near the pit, he blinks forward and drops his observer sentry combo right below the Roche pit. So that let him see that the Rubik was there. They initiate on the Rubik, they get the kill. Then he just runs high ground and he plants the wards up on the pillar because he doesn't need like the in-between wards. He's just dropping wards for team fights.
Yeah.
And that's what leads to this whole victory. Is because like he doesn't care. Like even if he had died, it wouldn't have mattered. Because he's just breaking up the combo that they're gonna have and ensure that like they don't get this perfect initiation onto his team. Very well played from Outsiders.
And now you've got a shard not only on Ramses, but also on this Queen of Pain. So the need to dispel these silences becomes that much more intense. And they don't really have like that many great answers. I mean, BKB is going to be the big one, obviously, but you've got that right now on Enigma and Razor. Game is looking tough, Trent. Game is looking very tough.
You know, they are in their domain now, though. If they want to push in and they want to go high ground, that is where the fear will be. Big AoE spells. Pretty good at clearing waves as well, so you can't get too aggressive from Outsiders without being a bit cautious.
DM is here.
And the winning play is to play lame. Just don't engage first.
Sounds like you and Melee. Perfect
right,
performance. Outsiders are gonna try and run them down here. They find Mira. No avalanche. Not able to get it in time. But TSpirit, God, wait a minute. Have they overextended? They don't have black hole. There's no way.
It's all right.
Yeah,
They're
they
on
just
the low
can't
ground.
do anything.
You're allowed to
Fair.
poke them on the low ground.
Dire's middle tower is under
Jeez.
attack. Dire's
Yeah, this
structures are
is looking rougher and rougher. Outsiders getting what they need here. 30 minutes in and 17,000 gold lead. Thunder God's Wrath just to scout things out.
I wonder if he was scared to clear this wave by that tower. And he wondered if they were just like smoked up nearby.
That could be, yeah.
That's a possibility, right? With the Tiny being there. They could try and just set up a cheeky play like that. He has Force Staff, so this is the funnest way to play Tiny. When you're trying to siege high ground and you just you blink, toss them, and then force yourself out.
Yeah, for sure.
Discount Pudge.
So strong.
Pudge for when you can't aim. Just point and click blinking adventure.
Dire's
That's
middle tower
perfect.
is under
I like
attack.
that.
Radiant's
This
top tower is under
Sakota
attack.
Dazzle too has been pretty fun to watch. It's the Shadow Wave heal now. Oh my god. What an insane person Ramses is. Force Staff gets him away though. Toss in one. Yamich still hanging on to that avalanche. Tosses it out. DM there for the follow-up if they need to. Ramses ready to go back in for another round of this now. But instead, they're just going to take
Radiant's
down this
top
tower, it
is
looks like.
under attack.
Nobody wanting to overextend from either side here. TSpirit
Radiant's
wants that
top
perfect
tower
play.
has fallen.
Oh, is there anything worse than trying to sync up the perfect ultis? I hate this kind of situation with Spirit. I mean, it feels so good when you hit it, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
But now, after all of this tension and this buildup, I feel like we're going to see a curse and a black hole overlaid on top of each other. I can feel it, you know?
Well, and I mean, beyond that, you've just got like these ranged heroes that don't really stick together that often. It's a tough
They
one.
do when you pull them in with the gravitational
See.
black hole shard.
I like it. This is the way. They got to do it. Jeez. And also, I mean, TA is about to have 25. Ooh. Wait a minute. Mira just
Mira.
gets blown up. Okay. And Yamich is 3-1 and 11. Yikes.
He's had a pretty quiet game. You know, running around, waiting, and then it exploded. But for the first 15 minutes, he was, you know, kind of just hanging out.
True.
He's a late game
Sheep
force,
done.
this guy.
Ramses, still a minute left on this Aegis. Pops Refraction, has BKB in the backpack. And it looks like we'll try to bring down the tower. Dude, they're playing it so safe.
Yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly how you need to play versus this TSpirit lineup. I'm very pleased by how Outsiders are doing this. Because so many teams would just throw themselves into this and give an opportunity for them to come back. And that's what TSpirit have been relying on some of these games where they've looked weaker. And I'm sure that Outsiders have seen these situations where like, they should not be 8-0. These guys should have lost matches by now.
Right.
But they're always able to clutch it out. And this would be the true clutch factor here. Oh, the stolen traps, though. That is pretty huge. Unfortunately, it didn't result in a kill. Would have been nice.
Well, they, like you said, back out of there. Can't find these heroes for the kill. A data list completed now for Ramses. And he's going to TP over to the other side of the map and try to finish off that level 25, assuming for the meld hit bash. And now, at that point, you're going to have so many potential answers for this. Well, I guess just the one answer for BKB Enigma besides kill him.
But at least it's one.
I mean, that's a pretty good one. It's fair. I mean, to be honest, he might just get, like, side-bladed to death. Like, depending upon the angle.
Oh, yeah. No, they got to hit everybody. Like, he basically needs to go for a black hole on the Queen of Pain, and then Miposhka will just be looking to curse the TA, because Ramsey still doesn't have a Lincoln's.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be pretty hype if DM bought a Lincoln's. I feel like that's actually the item. But BKB is also understandable.
Oh, yeah. So much of the damage is magical. It's hard to do anything else against it. They catch another wave here. What about the Razor? He's getting closer, is about to finish off AC, but also doesn't have a way to get it easily. Might need to send that courier on a little bit of expedition.
I feel like Yadaro's had a pretty boring game. 2-4-2, you know? Playing Razor with no real fights. So just, I mean, at least he bought a Midas. He's like, yeah, nice. I mean, in hindsight, maybe if you didn't buy Midas, maybe you could have been more active or something. But, you know, we don't talk about that. You're in a late game, you have a Midas. You just be happy.
I couldn't tell if that was a double smoke again or not.
Scanning.
But Radiant scanning ahead of them.
Oh, look at this.
Looking for a jump.
Radiant's top tower is under
GPK.
Dude,
Gonna
he
get
jumps
jumped.
Dude.
Maleficent, black hole, everything dropped. And he's gonna die. And also Ramses. Yeah, he got pulled into that one. Couldn't get the meld hit bash, but they do still find the kill. Yadaro running in, gets the AC delivered to him. Thinking about going with the link onto Ramses. Silence. Oh no, the silence, the BKB wore out. Yadaro has to run out of there. Pushka able to get the blink back, but with the buyback coming from the Tiny, they got their eyes set on Mira next, who Ghost Scepters tries to TP out. Does manage to escape.
Dude, Miposhka's insane. I cannot believe he survived that fight. He distracted DM. I mean, I say distracted. DM did the right thing. He just chased the Wyvern the whole time. That's what you're supposed to do to make sure that your other heroes don't get cursed. That's your role at this point.
Right.
And he somehow managed to blink away from him. Absolutely insane. But they did get the break here, right? They got Yadaro. Now they're moving forward. Queen's dead, but I think you're okay to poke this high ground.
Yeah, they're chilling here waiting. And again, I mean, they did use the black hole, but they're able to get the bring down at least one time. Winner's Curse afterwards, not quite enough. The follow-up's not looking like it's there. They don't have the damage. Avalanche that was stolen and thrown out from Mira, trying to kill off Yamich. He is going to get brought down low, but not enough for the finish. So for now, at least, they keep a hold of their racks.
Yeah. Keep poking and prodding here on the Ramses. Has BKB back in a couple seconds. Keep the range on that. Whoa, careful now.
Avalanche, lift up. Oh my God, collapse. Almost just got one shot there by the side blades. He's still 70 seconds away from Black Hole. They need a little bit more time as Toronto Tokyo going to pause the game here, but we do have Avalanche and Lift Up again soon. Also TPing in right away on the Razor. Has Halberd ready.
Toronto Tokyo also has an A on this finish. The courier is just returning back with it. He's sending on a long mission to the secret shop.
Okay.
So he will have the disassemble available there. Or rather the assemble available, I should say. For that perfect situation, and now he'll go back for the Aghanims.
He's getting close to it. I mean,
so how,
it's still it's tough, but there's chances.
How about that courier bait though? That was kind of cool because it's a very common situation to try and like get your courier to the secret shop, and they smoke behind it like that. Actually led to that initial kill on the Queen of Pain. I don't really think the GBK was expecting that one.
No, that's good. I mean, that's what they need to do. You gotta do whatever you can to make these types of plays.
Dude, how many Aeondas are we getting here? We got Dazzle's building one. Tiny has one ready to assemble as well.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to get an Aeon disc?
Quap, yeah.
What an item. Oh yeah, she's even popped hers yet.
Well, 37 minutes. This is next round of neutrals coming out. Unfortunately for TSpirit, they don't even have tier 3 done yet. God, they need to get out of their base.
That
no
hurts.
No tier 3 neutrals
They
for
don't have
TSpirit.
any? Not even
No.
one?
Nope.
Wow, that is painful.
Yeah. And they're going to smoke out now. I think that they're going to go try and get some, maybe. Or I'm not sure, but they really need to, because holy moly.
Yeah, I mean, you start seeing things like Spell Prism, Stormcraft, you're like, yeah, that'd be really good.
Dire scanning. They miss on the scan, though. Oh, and they're in the pit. This is the moment. Aposhka gets right on top of him. Lift there onto one. Tries to find the kill, but no. The Hex is out afterwards. They find Collapse. He does survive through that initial initiation. Oh, that was the moment. That was supposed to be it. Aghanim Blessing still on the ground. They find any more afterwards. They got to get out. Yeah, TSpirit just need to run. There's no way this fight ends up well for them. So they're all TPing away. And Toronto Tokyo jumps up to the high ground. No TP available for him. So they will bring down the Zeus as well. He had finished his Aghanim Scepter, which means no buyback.
Did you see who they gave it to?
Yeah.
Hakoda takes it. So now he has the good juju and he can refresh. He just refreshed everything on the Queen of Pain.
Oh my god. That's devastating.
That is actually so sick with Aeon Disc.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Dude, what if GPK goes refresher? Does that work? Am I crazy?
No. Pretty sure it's
okay.
the same rules as always.
Okay. Cooldowns by 50% and becomes an active ability that can cast an allied unit to refresh all item cooldowns. Man. Well, 34,000 gold. They jump in, they hex, they find him. But won't go for any extra follow-up right now. Ramses disarmed, but backs away. And they're just going to wait this one out. Now, that does mean that there's going to be Zeus available, but you got to get through 2 rounds of this here. This is a rough one.
The positioning as well, again, from outsiders here.
So good. Ramses, Sonic Wave, stolen, turns onto him, tries to kill him, but the Grave comes out in time. Rubik barely going to survive through it. The DOT coming out. They do get the winner's curse, but there is no follow-up.
He was halberded.
They can't do it. Oh, it hurts. They buy back. They're trying so hard to make this work, but it is not going to happen, at least for now. We'll see if they can do anything else to mount a defense, but another Rax is down. Gonna head mid and then probably top to close this one out, as outsiders have just looked so impeccable. 40k gold lead at 40 minutes.
Yeah, this was a surgical game, and they needed it, right? They're just cutting out those little pieces of Spirit one by one, breaking apart the machine.
Comes on in again. The Hex is there. Yemich, Abba, toss back right on top of Ramses. Turns. He does have BKB Black Hole afterwards, but it was never going to happen. They bring down that Enigma. Yemich chased, trying to get away. He manages to leave. One last round, though. The Thunder God's Wrath ends his life. Buyback now from Enigma. Wants to chase down Ramses, but force-staffed away. And they can't get onto anybody.
All right, Dota Plus says 0%. This is where the comeback begins. It's go time. It's what they were waiting for.
Oh my god. Dude, they still don't have tier 3 items. Dude, this is so sad. Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
No.
Like, to be 41 minutes in and have no tier 3 items? That is crazy.
It hurts. Toronto Tokyo, he just wants to make anything happen here, but they can't do it. Stolen Chakram won't make a difference. The outsiders just going to let him sit and think about it a little bit while they finish this off, and they get a leveler. So this is end game scenario here.
Yo, someone go, please. Who is buyback?
Yeah, literally.
Someone go farm our neutrals. No one is buyback. Can't go.
Oh, Collapse is ready. He just wants to black hole somebody. Coda.
I think the Iron Branch is what'll really get it for him.
Okay. Lift, pull, back in, chakra him out. Heal is there. Grave is good. Ramses tickling on down, but lives through in the end. So much committed, so little gained. And Ramses is unconcerned. Meanwhile, the wraparound. Yamich looking for a target. Who does he find? Ready for the jump. Mira is the one that's there. Poor old Rubik going to be pulled back in and killed off. Ramses in the meantime
DM is trying to sell this thing used next game. He still hasn't used his BKB. It's still at 9 seconds.
And they move on in. Take the last reign of Rax. A smoke up. One last gasp here. Collapse. Wanting to make something happen, but you can see just DM right in front of everybody. The wall stopping initiations in their tracks. And the jump forward. Ramses finds around Tokyo. He does manage to jump away. Hex afterwards onto the Razor. Maposhka dying in the Ancient. Sonic Wave out, not quite enough. Collapse waiting for his moment, but his moment will not come in time as they lose the Razor and look to be going out with a whimper.
Horn toss was a lot less stressful than this black hole.
Oh, they got Yamich. They got him. What a win. GG out.
GG.
They got the one guy they wanted. Gives them the tip afterwards. And game number 1 convincingly going the way of Outsiders.
That was clean. Very impressive stuff. It looked like just like strong leadership from Outsiders that game. Like whoever was making the calls, or if it was the whole team together, whatever. I don't get to exact. Hi, there I am.
Hey,
Not
it's you
actually
again.
the results screen. Yeah, whoever, and maybe it was the whole team, just felt like they were on the same page, very disciplined, which is exactly what you need when you play versus a bunch of team fight, right?
Yeah.
You do not want to just get caught by Black Hole and Winter's Curse and lose the game. That's a terrible way to lose. And I'm just really, really impressed. I thought for sure they would give up a couple bad pushes, but they were extremely chill.
That's true. And, you know, recognizing the strength that they had at various points. I think that if there's anything we could learn from today, it's just that, you know, Razor, not a good hero. Very sad hero. This is 2 games in a row now, I think, where we had Razor Zeus as like a core combo together. And it just feels bad. You know, Lightning Boys,
They're both zappy.
they don't go together.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see. Maybe they'll come up with something else in the next game. But for now, we're going to go to a quick break. When we get back, the panel's going to break down the action. We'll see you then.